Another new moon. We back. We're going to get started in just a second. We have the premiere of Season 1, Episode 2 trailer coming up in a second. Let me get it queued up. Let's see who's here. Let's get it running on Facebook Live. We on YouTube Live. Want to start sharing my screen. Let's see. I'm always like, once I get on here, it's like, yo, gotta queue everything up in advance. But still weird with the tabs, using my Mac, being in Chrome or Safari, whichever window I'm in. Welcome. I see people coming in the room, y'all. Loyal. I love it. That volume down. There we go. Turn that thing a bit. See if we can make that a cool video. Throw something in the comments. How's my sound? How does everything look? I got a couple treats for y'all today. Want to do a quick recap of last month, but we're going to get into the trailer for the up and coming podcast episode. Remember, new moon, we always do a premiere. When we have a full moon, I know, I'm lunar, we have the actual full podcast release. So, I know we queued up ready. I'm going to try to get both things going. Let's go to full screen. Here we go. Please let me know what y'all think. Thanks for all the love and support. And I'll be back as soon as it's over. We're watching together. Let's go. On me, the big person, it is sometimes I just can't even believe I am able to continue on.
Stand. Let alone labor,
Now it's like, I get this is like, everybody has their cross to bear, right? Like you talked about. But whether you're that person for your family, whether you're that person at work, hopefully not the person for your family and the person at work,
Right.
the person for your household, whether it's a partner or your husband or your wife. Hopefully you're not the person for your family, the person for your workplace, and the person in your household.
Right.
God forbid the burdens that you carry, the strength that is needed for you to go through each day doing all of the things. So I just think like that first line was just like, it sucker punched me like bang.
Yeah.
And I hope to one day, and it's only in thinking like, will there ever be a day? Because who stands in for you, Malika? Like,
Who's your supporter? Who's there to help you when you're helping others, or when you're being the place of peace or refuge, right? People coming to you to lay their burdens down. It's like, well, baby, who here to help me lay mine down? I can't get a moment to speak, but I'm laid up with a man, or when I'm with my girl, my phone ringing. It's just like, baby, what?
right, and I think it goes back to what you said
We live on
earlier
YouTube.
about the look and
Mm-hmm.
where I am now. Just that instead of giving to others, I need to give to myself first, right?
Absolutely.
When I wasn't doing that. I wasn't able. It was just the things were coming up and requires attention.
Yeah.
And I don't know that I've ever understood this position because I never knew that this
That's a luxury.
this was this is
You didn't have the luxury.
I didn't want it. Right. It's a privilege. It sure is a privilege to put, the things that I want, need, and desire first. Imagine that being a privilege.
In your life, for you.
Right. But for anyone, I think
Yeah.
anyone to
Yeah.
say that, it's a privilege to put yourself first. That is awful.
Yeah.
Fucked up.
Wow, this is going to be an episode. I'm telling you. My best friend and I, well, as you can see, my best friend joined me, and I mean, just a lot of things came out. I can't wait for y'all to listen. Remember, subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to the YouTube channel if you have not done so already. Follow my blog posts. Everything is connected. Everything is connected. I've talked about how these are just companion materials. Last month, I released the journals for the blog post. So if you are serious about the work, if you want to continue to work on self, because it's not about me, but I created some material so that you can do that. Maybe you can't afford a personal coach like myself, but I know that for me, it's about service, it's about giving back. And I tried to figure out a way how I can continue to serve and support people outside of maybe the one-on-one environment. And I did that by creating those journals. So you can find those journals on Amazon, and the blog posts on Blogger. Everything is going to be linked in the bio, linked on my YouTube page, in the comments, linked on my Facebook page. Please follow my business page. I can't tell my friends and family enough. Follow the business page. I know I'm not a social media um, influencer or anything yet, but I post a lot more on the business side. So if you're not following at the Catalyst, be sure to follow the Catalyst. And all of those details will be in the description, in the comments, in the blog. So you can find them all there. I do want to share that the podcast is on Apple Podcasts. It is on Spotify. It is on Google Podcasts. And if you don't have any of those, you can go directly to Anchor to find the podcast. And like I said, it's just so many good things. I know that last month's podcast was, I love the support. A lot of jewels coming out. If you have not listened, you can find last month's podcast here and catch up. So know that you go to anchor.fm and the catalyst effect 0.68. The catalyst effect, people are asking me, why did I name it 0.68? That's a conversation that I'm definitely going to get into. And you can find episode 1 trailer, episode 1 full episode 2 trailer. The video trailer is always going to be on YouTube, but 0.68, the catalyst effect, you can go straight to anchor.fm. And this is connected, like I said, to a bigger purpose that's coming up very soon. And I'm hoping to be able to drop the complete narrative this summer in the form of a book. I'm scared shitless. I just have to be honest with my audience, those that are listening, those that are continuing to follow me. I am just terrified, but in a good way. All of this stuff is coming to be. My dreams are coming true, and the book is coming out. It is coming out. So just continue to follow, support. I'm loving all of the support and love. And if you have it in you, commit to a donation. Again, on Anchor, you can go straight to that support icon. I'm going to go back there so that you can see it. Here is the support icon. Consider supporting this podcast with a small monthly donation to continue to, so I can continue to create the content. My dog is all up in the business. But please support if you can, donate. If you could just listen, share the podcast. That's a great way to support. If your friends don't have an iPhone, remember it is on Google and Spotify. And if they can't find it there, they can go directly to anchor.fm and search for 0.68, the catalyst effect. I also wanted to share that today, a part of the new moon, every month, excuse me, I drop the blog post. So that's what today is really about. Sharing, getting excited for the podcast, but knowing that it's all about the blog post today. So if you are not following the blog, please do that. And I'm going to share the insight for the blog in the comments of this. You can also find it if you are familiar with Blogger, and it's called the Catalyst Voice. So another way for me to share content and get the messaging out around what the work that I'm doing. So here you can see catalystvoice.blogspot.com. And again, you're messing up my video, dude. It's all up in the space. But I wanted to share this with you because this is where it's at. And we are already at blog post 2. This is February 2022. I cannot believe we're in February. So I'm just, man, I'm trying to keep up. And the content is there. And as you know, I was inspired by this quote. The quote is there. But if you did not get a chance to read last month's post, you can always scroll down and find the post there. And again, please support the podcast, but support the blog as well. This is just as important. It's companion material. So the things that you hear on the podcast is just a continuation of the conversation that was started in the blog post. So be sure all of these things are connected. Be sure to read the blog post. Buy yourself a journal so that you can do the work that is calling for you to do in the blog post. There is a kind of like a call and response piece to this. You can buy the books right now on Amazon, but you'll see on the blog when you go to the bottom, there are strategies that I've shared with you as a coach. So I'm like your long distance coach, virtual coach, in a way where you could do it with me through the journaling. So definitely thinking about how you could continue to support. Leave a comment, right? Leave a comment on the blog. Leave a comment on the YouTube page. Know that more content is coming in the form of the book. And when that's ready, you're going to be like, okay, now I get the full story and know everything. Those are just snippets, the breadcrumbs leading to the bigger picture, which is the blog post. I'm sorry, the book. So we have the blog post on full moon. I'm sorry, new moon. Today is a new moon, first of the month. Then, you can buy the companion journals on Amazon, and I'll pull that up in just a sec. And then the full moon we have the podcast release, the full episode of the podcast release. So know that I'll always come back and share out again when the podcast is being released. But in between time, you have all of this great content that I've already created to share to get us through the month. So continue on this journey with me. I have YouTube page that you can subscribe to. Don't forget, subscribe, like, share. Even if you can't do a donation, share it, the content, like it, repost it. All of those things help content creators. So I want to close with just sharing the Amazon page, because if you go to Amazon, these things are already available. Book one for the month of January with the mindset of working through a journal per month. So by the time we get to the full book in 6 months, you'll be ready for that, for the complete story. And we've done the work together, so to speak, right? So all of the books, paperback and hard copy, can be found on Amazon, Black Resilience. Or if you get to Amazon and you're like, wait a minute, even though I post these on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, on the business side, you can always just go to Amazon and type in my name, and you'll find the journals there by typing in my name. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. That's extremely important if you want to watch these videos. If you couldn't watch the full video of the the podcast release, I keep getting tongue tied. The videos are always there on YouTube. So you can always go back to YouTube and watch those. So if you go to 0.68, and here we just watched the premiere. If you can't watch it in real time, you can always go back to 0.68, the catalyst, right here, my name, the catalyst, Malika Stubbs. Look for it. There we are right now, live on YouTube. And this video will be available for the rest of the month. So even if you didn't watch last month and you're like, I want to get caught up, what is she talking about? Go to the YouTube page. The videos are all there. And you can always go back and revisit, share the content. Once again, share the content, share the content. But I've been on way too long. I wish that I could see the chat. If you have questions, comments, concerns, suggestions, help a sister out. Like, I'm new to this. Give me some pointers, tips, things to consider, especially going live. I'm like learning this whole live situation. But yeah, questions, comments, throw them in the chat so that I can respond. It's like multitasking. You do need like somebody to assist on this, so that I can see the live chat and be able to chat with you guys, because eventually that's the goal. Like in real time, these live videos, we could discuss what was talked about on the blog. We could work through some of those strategies. You can ask me questions about last month's podcast and even future forward thinking about what's coming next. So continue, again, like, comment, share the content, subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribe to the blog that I've created. That is, again, companion material. Go out to Amazon, buy the book, and be on the lookout. I'm going to continue to create this content every month. I'll be here twice a month, probably. But look for me, throw it in the comments, repost. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. And until next month, peace, love, and light. I see y'all.